everything got reset as it usually does, and it's fucking irritating. So, let's see. You're waiting on your router. Okay. So I guess last we left off, you guys were in the in that ruin castle or fort that was up on the hillside. I believe you guys were gonna mess with the forge there, or were you just going to take off from there? All right. Then you guys had planned to head towards the outpost. I think that's what Crix was mentioning. Let's see. Okay, so you guys rest. You guys find a safe spot where to rest for the evening, and then early morning, you guys head out. Let's see. Okay. So as you guys head down, or are you going to do any magic stuff for travel, or are you guys just gonna head out on foot? Okay. I didn't know if you were going to fly. What?
Be in the mist form, or do you want to walk?
Not care about it.
Okay. Let's just cast the mist form again. Although I can't connect right now, so click it for me.
Okay.
Forgot how it's called.
So you're going to miss travel there. All right.
Yeah.
I figured I'd ask.
300 feet.
Just in case you.
Much better, honestly.
Yeah. It's 300 feet or 300 miles?
Speed is not very useful for travel.
300 feet per round.
Oh, per round.
Like, think of that as the base speed. So if we dash, it's 600.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Yeah.
Let me mark it off in your spell book that you used spell slot.
I think it's a mist walk.
I already used the slot for that. You didn't rest. So that's fine.
Didn't you say we rested?
Well, no, oh yeah, I'll long rest you and then take off.
Meanwhile, me having to wait for my computer to actually connect to the internet.
There we go. So you guys travel some more. Let's see. Well, actually, we'll do. Yeah. Let's see. You're with your 27 percent Was it your 27 perception?
25, I think.
Let's see. Oh, 25. Yeah.
I guess it's 30 if it's smell.
You kind of get the feeling that as you guys are walking through the plains, you kind of, I guess, at least for Jeffrey, you can hear the sound of flapping high above.
Do I see what it is?
I guess with your perception and your cat-like eyesight, looks like a I don't know. Have you encountered one before? Um, I mean, for us talking, it's basically a it's a wyvern. So you see a giant lizard up there with its arm with giant wings.
I mean,
It's completely
I'm sure that
black. It's almost hard to see.
I'm sure that everyone knows what a dragon is, so they can extrapolate, right?
The only
Not like
dragon
any.
you've seen is a cute little ball of love that loves to play around with a soccer ball.
Sure, but we know the concept.
Yeah, from tales of old, from drawings and scriptures and reliefs. You've seen dragons.
Mm,
I mean, Jeffrey, you pointed out the rest of the parties. It's difficult to see it.
And they come down
yeah,
here and me worry about it, but
I explain it to them, but if it doesn't bother us, we don't bother it, right?
Okay. It's you just are somewhat aware that it's up there in the sky. And
There haven't been any mention of any dragons anywhere so far, has it?
didn't we heard that part?
Not that you know of, and not that you've communicated with other people. Well, other people in the Goliaths, they never talked about it.
Okay. No, hopefully it won't be a problem.
Okay, so you guys continue on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So far, everything's pretty uneventful as you're walking through the Smoky Plains. You do eventually get to the outpost. Let's see. Oh. No, since Crix is not with us, and neither is Basil. Okay. You guys roll up to the outpost. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. So yeah, you guys roll up, and out front of the outpost, you can see two, or rather, a couple of guardsmen. The outpost itself is made out of the same type of stone that the that Ashhaven, or let's see here. Ashen Forge hold was made out of. So you think perhaps maybe they lugged all the stones out here, or or vice versa. Maybe they had another place.
We could totally
Oh yeah.
just wander around in our airwalk form and just do whatever we want.
Well, I mean,
But I guess it's time to just read the guards.
I mean, how long does the spell last? What, like a couple hours?
I think it's like 8 hours.
That'll only work for so long, but
Yeah, 8 hours.
Yeah, it is 8 hours.
Yes, it's a really good time to travel.
It does
But
take
you also have
I mean, actually,
minutes to
judging the distance, it actually does take you longer than 8 hours to get here.
by 300 feet by walking.
Let's see.
I mean, if you just do base movements 30 and this is 300, normal walking speed's like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, the base
So this
movement
is
of
going
30 move.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
Okay, then, yeah, you guys actually still are in your mist form. I mean, if you want to interact with the guards here and talk with them, that's up to you.
It would be wise, I think. Make our presence known and not just be mist wraiths.
I mean, do it however people want to do it.
I'm logging in my alternate laptop.
Are we just passing through here, or did we need to stop here for something? I forget.
You guys wanted to, I guess, go here to talk with them? Because, I mean, this is one of the outposts along the Ashen Wastes. So I'm not sure if you guys wanted to come here for information or, you know,
man.
or to chill.
We wander in.
Okay.
Guess we have to actually move on them. Hey, Bart.
They look at you and they're like, "Oh, where do you hail from? We haven't seen your type around here before."
Yeah, we working for the big boss up at the big forge, but
That's what are you doing all the way out here?
he's heading to wherever the hell we're heading to. I don't remember.
You are going into the Ashen Wastes.
He's going out to the wastes, but
We're looking for the white skin boys, whatever they were called.
he's gonna go kill Whitey, but
I don't think that'd be very wise heading out there. We've sent out some patrols in that area, and they never returned last week. However, one of our scouts said that they saw strange shadows moving through the ash clouds before they vanished. There were no bodies or tracks. They're just gone.
Flying lizards get them, Bart?
Ah, you mean the crag wyverns? Unfortunately,
They're them, Bart.
Unfortunately, a few of them escaped our hold, and they fly treacherously in the sky.
They not give us any trouble, Bart. How big is they up close, Bart? They like pick you up and carry you off, big Bart?
Yes. Usually, the ones we've tamed, we keep as we actually ride them. But yes,
That sounds interesting, Bart. You got some around, Bart?
Can we have one or two? Maybe three?
That is between you and the king.
Alright, well, you got some around, Bart? We can just see them, Bart?
Yeah.
We don't have any stationed here. I wish we did, but we did not. But we do not.
No. That'd be nice, Bart.
Would be nice, yeah. Just yoink a few.
Yeah. Stealing them sounds unwise.
I mean, it's not stealing, you can just ask them.
Oh, yeah. We did ask them. They said no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't have any here.
I think they just said no.
They're being polite about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess. Let's see here. They ask you if you have any business here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if we can stay here tonight, Bart.
One of them says, "Hang on a second." He goes inside the fort and comes back a few moments later, and they're like, "Yes, our captain says that it's all right for you to stay here tonight.
Thanks,
There's some bunks on the second floor."
All right. We crash out.
Okay.
Well, it didn't take us long to get here, so like, can we explore meanwhile?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, I'll go explore.
Do you want to explore the tower or
The whole fort, whatever.
All right, well, I can give you a better. Let's see here. So so as you inspect the outpost itself, where was that? You kind of notice that it's half collapsed, but it's still a strategic outlook. You can climb to the very top of it, if you'd like. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out some other information. But yeah, as you get to the top of the tower, you can see into the Ashen Wastes. It looks pretty much like a wasteland. Let's see. So from atop the watchtower, you can see the land stretching as far as farther than the eye can see. A desolate graveyard of let's see, of cracked basalt and shifting dunes of blackened ash. The ground below is not barren; it moves as if breathing. As waves of scorched dust and ember-laced wind roll across the landscape, swallowing distant rock and formations in a haze of shimmering heats. The jagged obsidian spires jet from the earth like the broken ribs of an ancient, long-dead beast, their sharpened edges glowing faintly with spear-heated veins of magma pulse beneath the surface. Further out, a massive fissure carves a deep wound in the land, spewing out gusts of sulfur steam that rise like ghostly tendrils into the dark, clouded, choked sky. The heat is suffocating even at this height. Waves of distortion in the horizon, twisting shadows into unnatural shapes, and now and then something moves out there, distant, fleeting, a shadow that doesn't belong, a vanishing behind black dunes before the eye can sense it. Somewhere beyond the charred ridges and molten trenches, you can make out what looks like perhaps a structure. It's ruined by time and fire. Somewhere beneath the fractured terrain, perhaps maybe ancient relics slumber there, waiting to be unearthed, and somewhere there, beyond the veil of heat and death, something watches back. The sound of shifting stone pulls your gaze downward. Perhaps it was nothing, or perhaps it's just the wastes have already noticed your presence.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Intriguing. What did the guards know about the Ash boys? Like, do they come from the waste?
They if you ask about them, they say, "Oh, Ignarath scouts. We've seen them lurking near Ashen Forge itself, but they never attack directly. They just watch, waiting. I'm pretty sure that at some point they're probably going to attack us. I don't know. It can't be good."
And you don't know where they come from or anything like that, do you?
Let's see. We found some of their symbols, but they seem to be strange runes that they leave around the place. It seems to be scratching or rocks, faintly glowing, even days if they attack someplace. Their troops are always leaving them behind. I guess it's their way of marking territory. But as for seeing them, they seem to never stay in one place for long. Last month, there was a caravan moving through here near that we could see in the distance, and the place after we checked it out, the place was deserted, just ash and broken weapons left behind.
Do you have any close example of those rooms they leave behind?
No, we didn't bring any with us.
Is there any place that you remember is nearby?
Let's see here. Let me look at the. That's the right map. They say towards the east, towards the other outpost. You should be able to find these runes that they speak of.
And the outpost is where?
Sound good to me, but
I'm trying to open the world map to see. Oh, yeah, we're not using the world map. Only the other map.
Another one also, as far as your question, asking if they knew where Ignarath's men are. They do reply with, well, actually, the captain comes down and he overhears. His name's Draxos. He's like, if we knew where the Ashborn rats were hiding, or rats were crawling out from, we would have burned them out by now. They're more like snakes, vanishing before we can track them. But we've got a guess.
why that? Boy?
Yeah, don't keep us in suspense.
Let's see. Yeah. One of the other soldiers kind of chimes in and says, or the one that you were talking to before, he mentions, yeah, how they're not stationed in one spot for very long. They tend to track their movements as they shift. How they love to ambush patrols and take supplies and then vanish like ghosts. Then they mention, again about the markings. Another soldier there does mention that. Let's see. That they found a half-burnt banner of theirs near an old crag 2 days back. It had they're pretty sure, yeah, that it is in the Ashen Plains, somewhere in there.
I don't suppose I saw some structures with my bird's eye view.
Yeah, you think you saw a structure in the distance, just remains of ruins.
Oh. How far would it be?
Quite some distance away. Deep into the you think it's like deep into the heart of the Ashen Wastes.
Lovely. And how long did it take us to get here from the mountain?
Let's see. Make sure the distance is actually set up correctly. Oh, can I make this? Or is that gonna fuck with everything? Put it at 128. Yeah.
We're tiny.
Okay.
Small.
Yeah, it should be 50. I had it at 128. 4. Let's see. Oh wait, I did that on that. Dang it, I did it on the wrong scene.
Classic.
Yeah, here, I'll fix that.
You shrunk us.
There we go. Oh, I see. I already have it set to 50 on that. Let's see. You think, I guess, that's probably about... let's see. I was trying to think of how far. Yeah, this thing really doesn't do distance very well.
Well, then, just make it up.
Yeah, I would say it's probably about... I don't want to say it's, I would say probably about 100 to 200. About 200 miles, and probably into the deep end of it.
All right. So that's a ways.
Uh,
Well, but the Mistform will help us a lot. So
yeah, there's 300
miles,
feet flight. We could be dashing, but we can't really sustain that.
I mean, it'll take us a couple days. But I'm just saying it's not like it's going to take us months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We got supplies.
Yeah,
We just
want to
don't got
go.
200 miles on foot kind of supplies.
Uh-huh.
I mean, are you discussing this amongst yourselves, or are you discussing this also with them?
Yeah, just, I mean, if they're around. I mean, we're talking about going out in the waste. We're not, like, trying to keep any secrets here.
Okay.
Yeah. If they want to listen, sure, go on.
One of them, you kind of hear like, yeah, the Ashen Wastes is vast, but somehow they always seem to know where our caravans is and quickly pounce upon them.
I mean, if they're riding wyverns or whatever, that makes sense.
I mean, we have established with the Forge Master that his runes can be tracked somehow.
Speaking of said rune, are you just like carrying that around you, or is that in the bag of holding, or?
I think it would be in the bag.
What are we supposed to do with the rune, or is that just so they know where we are?
Yeah, just when we find them, just activate it, I think.
Oh, okay. We're just supposed to find these guys? We don't have to actually, like, put the drop it down on them?
Well,
we meant to exterminate them.
Thermagor's request is exterminate them.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So then what's the rune for?
It was
It's just the...
You got it from Pyros.
The tracker.
Yeah, because you wanted to see an example of it, and he gave you one.
Oh, okay. What's it supposed to do?
It tracks us if we activate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just asking whether if you physically had it on you or if it was in the bag of holding. I wasn't sure where you guys
Gotcha.
decided
Yeah,
to store
I don't know. I'm not in charge of it.
And we can show it. We can show it to them as a sign of trust, I guess.
And I already lost it. I think they trust us.
Yeah, I mean, if you say that you're here to get rid of the Ashborn scum, I mean, they're not really gonna
Yeah.
They're not gonna be in your way.
Be upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're on their side.
Until we're not.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess in theory.
But they seem convinced that that there's some way that they're able to travel unnoticed and quickly.
I wonder how. Looks at my airwalk spell. Like, gee, it's a mystery.
The misty mystery.
Yeah, maybe they actually have a mage with them. But the people here don't really know much about magic.
One of them does seem to mention wherever they're holed up, they seem to be getting food and steel from somewhere. You could find where, if they have a cache, perhaps you could find that and destroy it. It would limit their excursions.
Right. Do you have a spyglass?
What the captain does.
Can we have it? It's been really difficult trying to find shit in this place.
He's like, you can use it, but I need it back.
Yeah, fine. I'll just take the spyglass and go to the top of the tower again. And just zoom in.
Okay.
And does it look like there's any ants moving in the distance?
Let's see. So you look through the spyglass, and let's see. It's kind of blurry at first. You kind of, I guess, I don't know, clean the lens somehow. And you're able to gleam a lot clearer into the Ashen Wastes. You can definitely see, that it's scorched land, that it stretches endlessly. You can make out the tapestry of obsidian rocks, drifting ash dunes, and some molten fissures. And you see some jagged outcrops that seem to dance like specters in the distance. Winding trenches of cooled lava snake across the land, carving out the natural pathways. Some collapsed into unseen depths. Then the movement. You can see a dark figure flickering across the ridge, low and fast, vanishing between the crags and blackened stone. But it's not alone. More figures appear, 5 to 6, hunched and clad in ragged black ember-colored cloaks, barely distinguishable from the land itself. You can make out various figures moving with speed. You think perhaps it might be the Ashborn scouts. They seem to be with purpose, their weapons sheathed but ready, slipping through the wasteland like ghosts. One pauses, turning towards the outpost as if sensing a gaze upon them. For a moment you lock eyes through the spyglass, and then in a blink they're gone, dissipating into the wastes like embers caught in the wind. But something lingers, a subtle detail, the direction they were moving. The trail of dust kicks up from behind them as they lead west, perhaps towards a distant crag, perhaps maybe towards the western bridge of the that connects into the Cinder Flats. Perhaps there's
Aren't we west? Aren't we on the west side?
Yeah, but there's a further, so there's a bridge that's to your south, and then there's a here, I'll take you back to the main map. So there's this bridge that you can see clearly.
I see.
And you spotted them around there, and they're heading towards here.
Okay. So we could intercept them. Were they moving faster than my airwalking? Probably not. Would they reach the bridge today or tomorrow, give or take?
You're not quite sure.
Oh. Suspicious.
Do you tell anyone about this, or are you going to keep it to yourself?
I told the captain.
He's like, this isn't our first sighting of those bastards. We've seen them before, and we try to intercept them, but we can't locate them. It's almost as if they're invisible.
You can't locate any footsteps at all?
The land out there doesn't seem to leave any tracks.
What about within this territory? Do they leave tracks?
Or, I mean, within this territory, they don't leave tracks due to the way that the crag flats terrain. They don't really want to go into the Ashen Wastes. They've sent people in there before and they don't come back.
They seem to be doing just fine. Isn't that strange? I think our best place to try to intercept them ourselves and see if we can do better. But I don't
No,
think
we was
we
heading
have.
out to the middle of the plains part where the river ends, but why not we just keep going there, but
Yeah. We can head to the southern bridge. Southern. Do you want to do it now or do you want to do it later?
no, let's just go across this bridge. I mean, let's follow the blue line like we originally planned.
Sure.
Yeah, but from the vision, they were coming through this way.
Oh, okay. So like they're coming up.
Yeah.
So that area like north of the bridge, between the bridge and the outpost, is that like also Ash Waste?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Then we can go that way. Never mind.
We can just station ourselves at the bridge on this side and wait for their arrival.
As long as it's not flying, Bart. Days flying, Bart.
Yep.
They come whatever. They not need the bridge, Bart.
We can fly too, I guess.
I mean,
but we
yeah,
won't be able
but
to intercept them.
sure. I mean, it just depends.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if they fly, it doesn't matter. The bridge is irrelevant. If they're not flying,
This is
then
true.
they will in fact need the bridge. Or else they swim through lava or something. Because the river's lava, right?
That'll be terrifying.
Yes, the river is in fact lava.
Okay, just like the floor, right?
Yep.
Oh.
That was the best as a kid.
Okay, so you guys are going to instead grab the whole thing. Oh, because I have the selector tool on.
I mean, how long do we have for air walking?
Oh, well, I mean, you guys.
Let's go tomorrow. There's no point in going tonight. I mean, we're not in a
It
rush.
depends how fast they're moving.
I mean, it's irrelevant. We're gonna go as fast as they go, and we're gonna go as fast as we go, and you know.
Fair.
They'll meet up with us when they feel like it, more or less, because we can't find them.
Yeah. Whatever you see. Just curiosity. These people haven't seen daylight ever, have they?
No sun here, is there?
No.
In which case, no, they haven't.
Yeah.
Who needs to send when you have lava?
I'm wondering what kind of reaction they would have to this spell.
I assume something along the lines of, ow, looks bright.
Flashback.
But I mean, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Then let's first find out if the fence. Yeah, so we rest one day,
All right.
and then we get moving towards the southern bridge.
Okay. Let's see. So you guys, you're gonna blow another spell slot to get there.
Yeah. It's not like they have much use.
Okay. Let's see. All right. You guys actually made it, just barely made it in time.
Ooh. Interception.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I guess we could just use any old battle map. I could spend the time and make it real quick. Let's see. Let's go with a different map.
Oh, I just had a very good idea.
Oh, could do that. I'll take out that. Take out those guys. Okay. Yeah, I'll just use this map. So the air is thick with the heat and the tension as you push forward, and you lie in wait. So the southern bridge lays ahead, a narrow reinforced obsidian stretched across the deep fissure of smoldering rock. The ground trembles faintly, the earth beneath betraying the unrest of something far below. This bridge is one of the few stable crossings over into the Ashen Waste. Then movement across the jagged ridges to the east. A lying dark figure emerges. From what you can see, it's an Ashborn scout. Their sand-colored cloaks shift like shadows against the wasteland as they move towards the bridge at a steady, tactical pace. There's 6 of them, lean and battle-worn, armed with curved blades and blackened javelins. One of them, the tallest of the group, raises his hand, signaling to the others to halt. They pause, scanning the area, with wary precision. The wind picks up and kicks loose ash around them. They suspect nothing. Their window is to act as closing. So you guys gonna? How are you going to set up things?
Can we? I do have a question. Like, do they seem to be going physically invisible, or do they just move very fast?
They don't seem to be moving at any particular fast rate. It's just difficult to track them with your eyes.
Is there like an effect of the environment, or is it something they do?
It's their movement. Perhaps it's the cloaks that they're wearing.
Little from column A, little from column B.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the real question is diplomacy or violence.
I think we'll try diplomacy first.
All right. Well, that's somebody else's job then.
You're the cat to do it.
Unless you
I
want
assure
one
you,
of the
this is not the
meatheads.
situation you want me to do it in.
You're like, kneel or die.
My former diplomacy attempts, which
Um,
have all been entirely reasonable, did not meet with success.
Yeah, we can have Braz just be my interpreter, I guess. And let's just meet them head on. Well, let's see what they're on about.
All right. So you're going to wait and observe.
We're just going to walk out and meet them.
Okay.
Yeah, just walk out and meet them. Easy.
Yep.
How many of them are there?
6.
6.
6, yeah. The outnumber is 3 to 1.
We wouldn't if we had all the players.
Whatever.
Come on.
Okay.
Did you put them anywhere on the map? Don't
Yeah.
see them yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a couple of them down. I gotta find where they are. Let's see.
What I'm picturing is that Braz just kind of picks me up like in front of her arms, like with his arm crossed, and I just hang there, and then we just both approach.
No, I'm just carrying you like a football.
Yeah, that'll do. Just under the arm, like a minigun. Old cat gentle like Hamburg.
Have you ever seen like that video of like the guy who's like holding a ferret like in his hands, just like I don't know how to describe it, but like holding the ferret just like an object as he's just gesturing around.
No, it sounds amusing.
Yeah.
Sounds funny, but nothing comes to mind.
Okay, so as they approach you, they stand waiting, and their dark cloaks are fluttering slightly in the heated wind, and you can see their various weapons that they have on them. The leader of the group seems to be a tall, broad-shouldered warrior. He steps forward with stillness of what you can glean almost like a predator. His face is half covered by a burnt cloth mask, but his ember's eyes flicker through the eye sockets with careful assessment. The rest of the warriors remain poised, and each of them seem to be ready to draw their weapons, shifting slightly in case of sudden movement, but they don't attack yet. A moment of tense silence hangs in the air between you and their leader.
May we have a conversation?
The leader looks at you, kind of cocks his head, and says, "Strange. What are you doing down here?"
Came to find you.
How did you know that we were coming? Clever. One of them kind of looks back and looks to the sides.
Well, just use the spyglass. Like, all you really need is a vantage point and a spyglass, and you can see pretty much anything.
What do you want of us?
I kind of need to know more about you before we decide anything drastic.
Who do you owe your allegiance to?
Currently ourselves. Depending on your answer.
You weren't here set by
No, no,
Thermagor?
their answers are irrelevant. It's still us.
Yeah, tell us. We are very self-serving.
He asks you weren't sent here by you're not a part of Thermagor's filth, are you?
Not part of. Like, he promised us something if we got rid of you guys, but we're kind of thinking that's not very nice.
That traitorous king deserves nothing but death.
I'm sure he does. See, that's why we want to talk with you. Like, what's your part of the story?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh boy. The cat rolling persuasion.
You make a very persuasive meow 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 meow.
My interpreter's doing a very good job.
Our story, huh? Well, ever since Thermagor betrayed our leader and threw his brother into the forge, we have been virulently against him.
Do you have a leader right now?
Yes, Ignarath. We seek nothing but to restore him to his rightful place on the throne.
Would we be able to meet him?
I'm not sure that we trust you.
That is fair. And how shall we make you trust us then? You can clearly see we're not from here, considering there are no other humanoid races, since Ignarath killed them all, I believe.
Two of them talk amongst themselves, and one of them laughs. If you really want to prove yourself, head up to the outpost and kill them.
Sounds like an easy job. Might even get ourselves a spyglass. But is that truly your only way?
Well, if you
Like, we're not trying to take sides particularly. Like, we haven't killed none of you, and we haven't killed none of theirs yet. Like, the moment we kill one of you, that's the moment we take sides.
they're like, there is sides. There are no sides. There is only Thermagor and his death.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's one little outpost for a meeting with the leader, I guess? How many were there in the outpost?
You saw. Let's see. How many did I station there? Let's see. Oh, oops. Let's see. Dang it. About 12. About 12 guards.
Oh god, man, you want to stick us 12 guards just by ourselves? Can you guys like join us or something?
If you lead the assault, we will follow.
So we shake on it then.
Okay. One of the grunts, one of the his underlings come out.
Warren thinks this is a sketchy plan, but Rothbard is just generally itching to do violence to somebody, so it doesn't really matter who.
Yeah, it's sketchy as fuck, but, well, it's not like they're gonna know, right?
Yeah.
The outpost here didn't find out about us until we told them.
Yeah, I mean,
So by the
even
time
if they do, if we go and find the guy and come back and say, yeah, hey, there's where the guy is, mission accomplished. Sorry, you lost an outpost full of dudes. I don't think they'll care.
I guess that's fair.
The big boss does not seem like the kind of gentler, caring sort.
True. I mean, our task is to exterminate them, though, not particularly find them.
Oh, I thought it was find them.
But I
No,
guess
it's exterminate them? I thought you said find
Yep.
them.
Nope, absolutely destroy them.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
we might still do that too.
like they bring back their
No,
severed
see, the thing is,
heads type of
Gotcha,
extermination.
we could use their armies to do it if we know their location.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out. All right. Burn the bridge when we get
Yeah.
there. Anything else? Yeah. Outposts, small sacrifice for the greater cause or not, depending on how it goes.
Yeah, can we were like
Yeah,
all
well,
like you're the greater good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Totally.
really good, my ass.
Acceptable losses. I mean, like, they're not even people,
Nothing
are
good
they?
here.
Oh, they're Goliath.
What are these guys? They're like
they're Goliaths.
weird rock beasties.
Well,
yeah, they're not even people.
Enough people.
Again, fine.
Are they from the prime material plane? No, not people.
Can't say that. Shit. Okay. Well, we can go right now. Or if you want to do funny things, we can wait one more day. And instead of using Windwalk, I can use Move Earth and absolutely funnel them down a tunnel.
Up to you, either way.
Because they don't know what the fuck magic is. Okay. Let's ask these guys. Would you like to spend a camp night with us? Know each other a little better?
Team bonding.
Yeah, team bonding. If we're about to basically assault a fort by ourselves, might as well know each other's capabilities, right?
Yeah. I mean, you offer to do that, and they will make two. They're like, we'll make two camps.
I would suggest it's together. That is one of my specialties, is protecting us against unwanted visitors. And I can only do so one place at a time.
Their leader kind of steps forward, and he kind of laughs. Unwanted visitors. We know this land better than you do.
Yes, you have the physical knowledge, and we have the magical kind. Would you require a demonstration?
Let me talk to my men first. He goes back, and they gotta talk amongst themselves. While this one watches you guys.
And just wait. So many opportunities.
He eventually comes back, and he's like, "All right, we'll trust you at your word."
Okay. Cool. Then we shall be safe for the night.
Okay.
And as we camp, they kind of see this bubble just forming that looks like starlight.
Right.
They don't know what the fuck stars are, so it just looks like a shiny sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess from their perspective, they can see much better looking out of it. And if they try going out, they don't see any campfire from outside and have a very hard time seeing inside. I think this is like giving a phone to a Victorian child.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just creating some. So, the leader of them. Okay. So the leader identifies himself as Kalar. He is a tall, scarred. He's tall and scarred with deep burn lines across his arms from an old branding ritual that seem to have gone wrong. His ember-colored eyes burn with conviction, and he wears a charred black mask over half of his face. He explains that he was once a warrior under Thermagor. Kalar was branded with the mark of servitude, but when he refused to execute a prisoner during a raid, Thermagor's men turned on him, burning him alive and leaving him for dead. Ignarath had found him crawling from the cinders of his own execution. At that day, he was reborn in hatred and fire.
Yeah, these guys are not very nice.
This guy's hardcore, Bart.
The other one introduced to you is Silva. They call her the Ash Whisperer. She's another. Actually, she's a fire genasi with them, and she seems slender and ghostly. Her ash gray skin lets her blend seamlessly into the wastes. Her hair, a drifting trail of smoke, shifts with the wind, and her black eyes seem to see beyond sight. She explains that she was once also a slave, or rather a slave of Thermagor's mines, tasked with mapping the depths of the molten tunnels. She mentions that she once uncovered a secret chamber. One of Thermagor's smiths had sealed it away. She tried to flee with the knowledge, but then was caught. Her tongue burnt out. Or rather, I guess at this point someone else told me. Her tongue was burnt out as punishment. She ended up escaping with Ignarath's men, and now she only speaks in gestures or written glyphs.
Do you want your tongue back?
I don't know. You have full, I think it's a little late now. I mean, unless you have full on regeneration.
Regeneration.
Yeah.
I have regeneration. Of course, it'll have to be in like 2 days because I'm gonna use all the spell slots to attack the fort. But do they want it?
I guess if you offer it, then yeah, they'll take it.
All right, we hang out here for an extra
Very
day.
well. I'll tell them if they survive the fort assault, next day they'll have their tongue back.
Kalar seems he doesn't outright say thank you, but you get the gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Another one they introduced to you is
I'm surprised they actually believe us, considering the lack of knowledge in magic, but okay.
Let's say, as an amusing point of note, one of the ladies I work with, her last name is Silvis.
Let's see.
Okie dokie.
Jeffrey's just going to be regarded as a tiny god at the end of this.
All right. Another one.
I mean, at some point,
Let's see here.
it's like with demigods.
Another one they introduced to you is Hadric, Bloodbrand. This is actually a half-orc. He seems to be...
Half-orc?
Yeah, he seems to be a flame-forged heritage. He's a towering brute. His skin is cracked like cooled magma, revealing veins of glowing embers beneath. His left hand is a gauntlet fused into his flesh, permanently seared in place. He says, yeah, I was once a champion of Thermagor's arenas. He fought for entertainment, forced to battle until his body could endure no more. When his usefulness faded, he was cast into the lava pits, but he crawled back out, his wounds sealing into molten scars. Ignarath gave him purpose now. Hadric fights for survival. Or Hadric fights not for survival, but for vengeance.
Are you gonna give them all backstories because we really don't care?
Hey, you never know. You could be like, oh no, Hadrick.
Oh no, Hadrick, no!
Like the
that was
first one that
funny.
crawled out of the fire, Bart.
Yeah, pretty hardcore.
All right. I mean, if you're not interested in the backstories.
Listen, man, there's 6 of them. Do you really want to generate backstories for all of them? We're gonna forget all of them.
Yeah, I got 6 backstories here.
We'll save the other 3 for later.
Like, I'm sure they're cool, but come on, we're gonna forget half of them.
And some of these guys might not live to this first fight, Bart.
Yeah, they might not even live.
This is what team bonding is, learning things you never wanted to know about other people.
And you know what? That is entirely true, funny enough.
Let's be true.
I cannot argue with your logic.
Okay. So for the first night, instead of rations, they're gonna have some good berries. So for the first time in their life, they're gonna taste something sweet.
Yeah, they're very amazed.
Wary. Yep. I'll be surprised too if a tiny ass berry fills me up.
Right.
Yeah, me's always kind of weirded out by it, Bart. But they tasty, Bart.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
We have another one, Bart.
Yeah, there's plenty.
I'm still hungry, Bart.
Yeah, I get
Yeah, go on.
the.
I got plenty of spells left.
Yeah, I guess you between the 2 half orcs here also bond with the other third half orc, since you guys would probably. Well, I guess you guys would probably talk about battle stories.
Work together strong.
I mean, yeah, if people bring it up, I definitely get involved in the conversation.
Yeah, he's very curious as to the color of your skin, and since he's a flame forged, he's never seen your kind.
These people are like the Japanese.
Well, I guess this is
They're mostly isolationists, so anything that doesn't look like them is weird. And if everything works out, we might just take these people back home with us. Just relocate them, have a personal Gintang army.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
That'd be funny.
let's see. Yeah, he yeah, he challenges he's like, "Oh, you greenskin, I challenge you, my cousin from the surface."
That's you, Bart.
Oh, I didn't know who he was
Or
talking to.
either one of you.
We're both vaguely green.
That's true.
So he wants
In general,
to
people call Bart, honestly.
yeah, he's like, we can either challenge by the first one who breaks his gaze or we can do a arm wrestling match, or we can prove our orcish heritage.
That last one makes me a little uncomfortable, Bart. It's not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strip
how
naked
that
and be like, yeah, that's my heritage.
Right. You want this, Brass?
Yeah, I can take this guy.
Yeah.
In a fight, right?
Alright, so I guess staring contest is my choice.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a intimidation roll.
Sweet.
Or persuasion.
I'll take
Pretty certain this
intimidation.
is intimidation.
Let's see. You have some iron in you. You seem to be very strong.
I am, thank you.
And then he looks over at Rothbart. What say you?
I'll do the arm wrestling.
Okay. Give me athletics give me athletics.
That sounds right.
Ooh. You meet his iron gauntlet hand and it just like does not move.
Man.
He's like, you should
It
learn.
does different.
You should learn from her.
Me do that, Bart.
Nah, I'm usually the one that handles hand-to-hand things, so that might be it.
It's true, Bart.
True.
It's true. You also think we pulled something yesterday, Bart.
You see, it's funny that Fraz usually handles things hand to hand, but it's Bard that sees things eye to eye, and yet here we are doing the opposite things.
It's true. That's true.
All right, so the day rolls around. Do you want to ask anything else of these guys or no?
Now I just kind of hang out.
Do you have any regrets before you die, just in case?
Yeah, anybody got a picture of their girl back home they want to show us?
Yeah.
Most of their regrets, if they do fall here, is not seeing Ignarath retake the throne, and the death of Thermagor.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Based. Let us proceed then.
Each of them wishes to be the sword that takes his life.
Don't we all, Bart?
Don't we all?
All right. So with the day remaining, you guys head back to the outpost.
I have a funny question for them. Are they resistant to fire?
How they resist the fire? They say that they've been touched by the flames.
Okay, so they do have innate fire resistance.
Especially that guy, Bart.
Especially that guy part. Because I was like, we're not going to use the potions, might as well give it to them. But they're not going to need it. Oh well.
Guess we're just holding on to those till we get out of here.
We only have like 11 fire resistance potions, you know. No big deal.
10.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Crack on.
Okay. So
Of course, I have funny things to do before we fight, because I'm a druid, and I do funny
Okay.
things.
We got prep time. Might as well cast all the buffs and shit we can.
Of
I mean,
course,
once we
although
get
the
there.
thing I'm casting does a very interesting thing. 7th level spell slot, baby. 1 mile radius illusion magic that's tactile, audible and visual, and spell, I guess. And I'm gonna make it seem like the outpost is completely cut off from the world, except from our angle of approach. Like giant chasm just extending down into the abyss.
Okay.
Like long enough for them to be discouraged from just jumping it.
I think this counts as a war crime.
Well, it's only an illusion. If they actually step on it, they don't die. It'll be very
Psychological
confusing.
warfare, though.
Yeah, it's psychological warfare. What do you want?
Alright, so if we can do that, then... Let's see here. I think that's all set up. No. Right there. Okay. Okay, so then you guys make your way towards the outpost.
Yeah.
Okay. As you let's see. So you said
Yeah, I gotta draw it out for you. Although I have a touchpad because I'm on a laptop. It's kind of difficult.
so you're saying
So like a single file line from our point to theirs, while everything else is a crevasse that looks like an endless abyss.
that just kind of encircles it,
Yeah,
like that.
like
Whole
the only thing that's not a crevasse is our path to them.
Yeah.
And it is a mile radius. So it's a really big fucking crevasse.
Okay. So they think all of that area is just pitch black.
Yeah, just like the entirety of the map besides our angle of approach.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to not even give them any opportunity to flank, so to make us just a little corridor, like from us to them, just like what's it, a 3-tile corridor in
Just
which we
draw it
can
on the map.
approach.
You can draw.
I would I have a touchpad?
Oh, okay. Here, fine. I gotcha. Here, how about? Whoops. Pen.
Yeah, like this. It actually works pretty well, huh?
Yeah. Go all the way to the corner. Yeah, maybe a little
No,
wider than
just
that,
this.
but whatever.
That's it. Just a 3-tile corridor. Nothing else. Anything more than this, well, then they have opportunity to flank.
Not really, because we
And
got
to add
guys.
insult to injury, just bring in a little earth elemental as well. Just give me 1 second.
Well, we'll
Because
need more than that.
Mirage
We're gonna have
Arcane is not
marathon stuff.
concentration.
But
What?
we'll need more room than that if we're gonna actually bring forces to bear.
Do you need more room? Because I'm sure these fuckers in the back have ranged weapons. They do, right?
These guys, yeah, they should have.
I don't seem to have an earth elemental as a token, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't. Or do I? Nope, no earth elemental token. Chris, give me an earth elemental. Please, thank you. Oh, wait, shit. We actually have the spell for this. I don't need a token. What the fuck am I talking about?
Where's the party chest? Oh, wait, is that it?
No, we automated this long ago.
Where's the party chest at?
It's in somewhere in the fourth on the journals.
Oh, party chest, found it. Oh, that's right. Hey, whatever happened to that axe I found? Found some like fiery axe thing.
Yeah.
Didn't get around to
Forgot
making
to
it.
put it in.
I'll get it later. That's fine.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
Okay. If you don't have it, that's fine. I'll do without it.
I mean, I don't think you want to use the fiery axe on the fire resistant boys.
Whatever. If it's a +2 axe, it's better than what I got.
Didn't we have like a +3?
If
Scimitar?
we did, nobody told me. No, I need a two-hander.
No, we have a +3 scimitar we gave to
Yeah, Crick
Rick,
says
I
that.
think.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Oh. We got some of that. That might be useful.
Let's see. Maybe I can find the stats on it. Oh, okay. Let's see. Weapons. EXs. No, they don't. Oh, there we go. TX. Great axe. It is heavy and two-handed. Damage. Yeah. My game is trying to crash on me. Or rather, Edge is trying to crash on me. Did it do anything on crit? No. I don't think I can put. Oh, I can put. Okay, cool. Let's see. Spellbook. Spells. Fire. Oh, whoops. What's the component? Oh, cast. Okay, daily. Long rest. Sweet. Maximum charges 1. Assumption 1. Okay. Oh, fire scorched. What's the? I don't really have a weapon description for it. Let's see. Okay. That's what I'm on. All right. Okay, there we go. However, I mean, you can still use the Loveforged Great Axe as a weapon to get the abilities, but to get the spell-like ability out of it, you'll have to attune to it.
Well, I mean, I've had it this whole time since we've been there, and it's been days, so I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, you just would have to.
I just have to take off the attunement to Splinter, which is fine.
Yeah.
Let's see, just need to see the stats on this thing.
What does Splinter attunement even do?
What?
What does the pickaxe attunement do?
Oh, it's just on a natural. I mean, I assume it's just I get the +1 bonus, and on a natural 20, it loses 2 points of AC for a little while.
And that's attunement, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I found a +2 weapon, I would have ditched this thing a while ago.
Yeah, that's fair. I would have done so too, because man, that sucks.
But I have never found a +2 weapon, so here we are.
True.
So what's does the axe have a plus, or is it not? I can't tell.
It's a +2 weapon, and then it's D12 slashing, and then does an additional D6 fire, and then the effect on it is once per long rest you can cast Wall of Fire.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I will probably swing that. Okay. Great.
Here's a question: do you want to wait for more people this later on, or?
Ideally,
It is getting a
I'll
little on
just
the later side.
yeah, it is late. Like, I'm thinking it's best for you to set up the combat so you don't do shit next time.
Okay.
You just combat.
Yeah.
Because it takes you a long time.
Yeah. And then we'll play next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just come back next time, like, hey guys, so while you were gone, we're about to get in a big fight.
Yeah, we made some friends. Well, first we
Some
made some friends,
friends.
and then we betrayed those friends for other friends.
And we might betray
mean,
these
they're
friends
not
for those
exactly
friends too. So, I
friends.
mean, it might just be a big circle of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Not
mean,
exactly
betray everyone.
friends.
Eventually, there's no one left to betray. It all works
It's
out.
true. And then we turn on each other because we're the only ones left to betray. And apparently we know only betrayal.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, lovely.
but why? You know.
Because
Just
there was
cause.
no one left by.
I am fully prepared for the day when Rothbart just starts caving our skulls in.
Oh, you guys could have had that, but you know, you guys skipped that timeline.
I wanted that
Yeah.
timeline so bad. I was really sad when we lost that.
Yeah. Poor decision making on my part.
Yeah. I was very ready to just like soulstone that thing into my forehead.
All right. Then I guess we'll call it here for the night, and then wait for
Yeah.
the other two to return so you guys can slaughter some Goliaths.
All right.
Yay! Genocide. Woo!
Yeah, and then I'll think about some other stuff to set up. Should be fun.
Maybe set up the things I asked for.
I inputted the data in, and it understood it. I was like,
And then
oh, I gave it like the whole PDF. I'm just like, here you go for your data bank. It was a pain in the ass trying to like give it the information, because I also don't have a copy of like a PDF editor where I could have just like sliced it up. So I had to give it the whole document.
you just like Google PDF editor, bro. What?
Yeah, a lot of those sites also want money for that.
If you just want a couple pages that are contiguous, you can take the PDF and print only certain pages as a PDF,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep.
and you could break
Now
it up
that'd
like
be
that
cool.
as long as it's like all I want is pages like 5 through 10.
Oh yeah.
You know, once you want page 5, 7, 18, 22, and 93, then it becomes problematic. But if you just want a couple pages that are in a row, you could do it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Yeah, live and learn.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. And
All right.
you know,
We can't meet again.
yeah.
See ya.
Night.
All right, later, guys.
Nine.
Later.
So that's the end of our game. If you missed earlier session, the players had talked at the outpost here and got some information about the Ashborn. And while they were here, they observed the Ashborn movements out in the Ash Waste. They spotted them and met them at a bridge. Conversed with them, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how do we prove our allegiance to like be buddies with you guys? Because we just want to meet your leader." And they were actually tasked to kill their leader, the Ashborn. the Thermagor wants the party to commit genocide upon them. And they're like, oh, hey, like, how do we meet your leader? And we come in peace. And so the Ashborn troops are like, hey, why don't you come back to that outpost that you guys talked with earlier and kill those guys instead. So now they're coming back to the outpost to kill the Goliath guards that serve under Thermagor, because the Ashborn are at war with them. And who knows what's going to happen if the players are going to, storm the outpost here and kill all the 12 guards, or if they're going to turn the tables on the Ashborn and kill them. So I guess I'll have to leave clues on the Ashborn here for the players to be able to give them a map or something like that, so they could go that route to track back to their main base, or they could kill the guys here and then in return be led through, which probably means that I'll make them be blindfolded and go through that point. So there's lots of decisions to be made as far as going forward from here. Anyway, we'll be gaming next Tuesday, next Tuesday, because today is Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we will continue this adventure for sure. And thank you guys for hanging out, watching the VODs. You guys rock, and I'll catch you guys later.